Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Sticking with Walker on second down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Now he's loose at the 40. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals' 25-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. And I don't want to harp on it, but this defense among the bottom in the league against the run, and they show it right there.
And it doesn't matter when you get prepared for this defense, whether you're good running the ball or not. That's your plan. Run the ball against them. That's their weakness. And by the way, I think you harped on it.
I did. My bad. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. From the 24 now. Here's the 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. And he's going to use his legs here. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Yeah, he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. The Seahawks are the disappointing 0-4 for the first month of the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
And Lockett going to pick up a Seahawks 1st down as he's across midfield to the 48. On the counter, it's Walker. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards on a 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Back to Walker on 1st down. He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From the 21, here's a 2nd down and 4. Off the play fake. Hudson. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get...
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. Remember last time out, he connected with Tyler Lockett for the touchdown. Let's see what they can do here. 1st and 10.
Let's go!
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
115 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Back to throw. Hudson. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll try and run. It's Dallas. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. 1, the turnover battle, and the 2nd, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Hudson. On the slant, here's Smith-Njigba. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA. Well, we'll move. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
Another run. Again, it's Dallas. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. To throw on third down, Hudson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even.
All of a sudden, we've got a new ball game back to level after that interception that he threw on the previous drive led to a touchdown. So we'll see if they can get things right here. 1st and 10. On first down, they'll kick off the drive with Dallas. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And Lockett going to pick up a Seahawks first down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line. Straight ahead running, here's Dallas. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They'll run on first down with Dallas. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Looking to throw on second down. Hudson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and he'll force the incompletion.
On third down, here's Dallas. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. To throw on second down, Hudson. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Trying to regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Throwing on first down, Hudson. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Hudson. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
On third down, Hudson. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So he couldn't hook up. His time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And we will get another look at Seattle's offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. A run by Dallas to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 73 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Once again, it's Dallas. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Off-play action. Hudson. And incomplete on the deep ball. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was...
Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us, not so much to the team.